unboxing Bengaluru Hubba that is going to unveil from the 1st of December to the 11th of December. And the Bangalore Tech Festival is part of that. Please find something that interests you and enjoy, and stay back in Bangalore and enjoy the Bengaluru Hubba from December 1st to 11th. Thank you so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget to visit the Startup Pavilion, which is not a star attraction, but a superstar attraction in BTS 2023 with more than 350 plus startups, incubators, accelerators showcasing their innovation. So please do not, let's give a round of applause for all the startups because it requires tremendous amount of energy for startups. Thank you, sir, for your address and giving us the perspective. I would now request the Director General, Software Technology Parks of India, Shri Arvind Kumar, for his address. Shri Arvind Kumar, yeah.
Good morning, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Karnataka, Sri D.K. Shivkumar ji, Honorable Minister for Information and Technology, Government of Karnataka, Sri Priyank Khadge ji, Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Sri M.B. Patil ji, other foreign delegates, dignitaries on the dais, dignitaries in the room, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Software Technology Parks of India, being co-host of this event, I welcome you all for this very event. It's really my great honor, pride, privilege to be part of this event. This STPI has been instrumental from day one, which is from 1991, for the growth of IT industry with the support of state government such as Karnataka government, who has always been very kind to provide all sort of support, not only to STPI, but whole industry. We have started our journey from 3 centers, and one of the center was at Bangalore. Today we have 63 centers across the country, which is supporting all IT industry in this country. STPI is having very long-term association with the government of Karnataka in development of IT in the state. We have 5 centers across the Karnataka, which is at Mysuru, Hubli, Bengaluru, Manipal and Davangere. Apart from these 63 centers across the country, we have also developed 22 centers for entrepreneurship in the country, which is supporting a startup ecosystem of the country. It is a matter of pride that STPI Bangalore has been a remarkable growth in software exports, which has started from 5.6 crores in 1991. Now it is 3.62 lakh crores in 2023. This is growth from STPI registered unit. As Honorable Chief Minister said, we have 85 billion US dollar export from Karnataka. Out of this, around 50% is happening from the STPI registered units. This is 26th edition of this very event, and we have been partner from day one. So this is a long association of 26 years for co-hosting this event by the STPI. STPI is also created a lot of infrastructure in Bangalore. We have also created one data center in Bengaluru. We have created a lab called SMART, which is Semiconductor Measurement Analysis and Reliability Test, with the help of state government. Bangalore has always been first in position, it is maybe easy to come first division, and being consistent for so many years, first, it is actually a difficult task. But Bangalore or Karnataka has able to achieve this consistency of all 26 years of when this Bangalore Tech Summit started. This has happened because of consistency in policy, focus on innovation, and industry support. STPI is also supporting in multiple projects. Now government focus is more on manufacturing. We have created a hub which is called EMC, Electronic Manufacturing Cluster Hub, at Dharwad, which is central government has approved 89.57 crores for that very project, which project is of 179.14 crores. Our resolute commitment to transform India into a thriving product nation has been the driving force behind establishing COEs and in order to nurture a startup ecosystem in the state. STPI has also set up 3 Center for Excellence or Center for Entrepreneurship in Karnataka. We have created one which is called IoT Open Lab in IoT domain, which is already operational with 59 startups are onboarded. We have created one Atal Incubation Center in healthcare, IoT, and electronics, and e-commerce, wherein 30 startups has been onboarded. It's again our great honor for me to announce that tomorrow STPI will be launching one more Center for Entrepreneurship, which will be 23rd COE in the country by the STPI on efficiency augmentation in collaboration with Karnataka government at Bengaluru, which will work on Industry 4.0 technologies and industry automations. Apart from these, STPI is running multiple schemes which provides support, 360-degree support to a startup in the country. We have recently launched a scheme called Leap Ahead, wherein we are providing support of 1 CR to the startups, and we are creating a cohort of around 75 startups across the country. Here we are also created a pavilion of STPI where we have demonstrating the product or solution developed by our startups in this country. This event will also witness STPI IT Export Awards, which will happen tomorrow, which are registered with the industry which is registered with STPI Bengaluru and will provide the awards to them. All such initiatives of STPI in collaboration with the state government are having a vision to drive the rise of India as a self-reliant and a software product nation to make it a global player. STPI is committed to play a key role in nurturing and empowering the next generation of entrepreneurship who will shape the future of our nation. That's it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, you're all aware that STPI has always been a source of tremendous support for the Bengaluru Tech Summit. Thank you, sir, for your address. We also have with us the Managing Director and CEO of Invest India, Ms. Nivruti Rai. I would request Ms. Nivruti Rai for her address.
Good morning, everyone. Regards to the Deputy Chief Minister, the Industry Minister, and my special regards and thanks to Minister Shri Priyank Kharge ji. When I'm sitting on this stage, I'm remembering my time at Intel, which I was with 3 months ago. I remember when I took over the role for Intel as the country president for Intel in India, I started with 4,000 people. And thanks to Minister Shri Priyank Kharge ji, he was then Minister ITBT also, he enabled us with so many solutions that we were able to grow Intel from 4,000 people to 30,000 people. So huge thank you, sir. I will never forget all of the challenges that you helped me with. I want to start with, this is Namma Bengaluru. I also want to say, and pardon me for my accent, I mean it from the bottom of my heart. ನನ್ನ ಸೌಭಾಗ್ಯ ನಾನು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ನವಲು. It's an honor to be here because Bangalore is mine. So ತುಂಬಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು. I want to start with our country, India. Our nation has been a consumption-driven economy. And over the last so many years, consumption is what we were driving the growth of GDP. We were very similar to the United States of America, which was also a consumption-driven economy. But what happens is the rate of growth slows down. The rate of growth slows down because the number of the jobs created with consumption is far less in terms of percentage as compared to manufacturing. We realized it several years ago, and now there is a push nationwide to make our nation a manufacturing-driven economy. Now, for manufacturing-driven economy, there are several things which we must do. There are challenges in terms of capacity. So what does the government do? Stands up to say, I am going to enable manufacturing for a product with certain incentives. Now, incentives are not meant to be lifetime support for manufacturing, but to jumpstart such that we can get onto the track of continuous manufacturing and improvement. The second thing is R&D. And I'm really, really happy to share with you that in terms of policy, Karnataka's policy towards R&D is the most amenable for development and innovation. There is an ER&D policy. The third thing is drawing people to come and work out of Karnataka. I'll tell you, I'm happy to say that whether it is capability, whether it's capacity or culture, Karnataka has it all. Karnataka has a tendency to undercommit and over-deliver. Less than 5% of the nation's population and more than 8% of the GDP. That clearly tells you that the might that India is hoping to stand on, the shoulder of technology, Karnataka will play a huge role. I'm going to come to my current role. I'm with Invest India, and just like the name suggests, my charter is to bring investment into and from India. And why from India? We are in the game, guys. We have a lot to deliver. And you heard whether it is landing on the south pole of the moon, whether it is, driving the solar mission with Lagrangian 1 analysis, whether it is sports, so many gold medals that we won, or even governance leadership with G20, we've shown it all. We also are a third largest startup nation with more than 100,000 plus startups. And I'm happy to say that the deep tech startups are maximum out of Bangalore. I also want to tell you that Bangalore and Karnataka are the fourth largest technology cluster of the world. We have arrived, guys, as a nation, as a state, and as a city. I also must tell you that as Invest India, I'm also looking at ensuring there's return of investment. So I was just talking to Mark Papermaster, the Honorable CTO from AMD, and saying, we are committed to support you. You have an amazing team. But we will hold hands with you till you see the return of your investment. Whether it is from policy or regulations or fiduciary with, your incentives that we are providing, from whether it's from central government or state government. Lastly, if there is any R&D partnership, India is really pushing for EV I was so happy to see that very much like the data cost. Data cost is the cheapest in India because we consume the largest. If data was food, we would never go hungry. Similarly, if EV is important for us, I can tell you there's one startup that amazed me, blew my mind off, is a startup that's building power electronics to enhance 30% capacity of car battery. Now, when we look at cars, yes, we are fourth largest automotive nation, but most of our cars are small. They don't have the ability to keep the range anxiety solving car batteries, the likes of what Tesla and Mercedes are offering. But this power electronics startup adds 30% capacity to a small car battery. Imagine at 300 miles becomes 400. And the power electronics weight, is peanuts. So India is innovating. Karnataka is innovating. Bangalore is innovating. So we want to make sure that to the world who wants to invest in India, we will showcase you the technologies. We will showcase the ecosystem of suppliers. And as a result of all of this need, Invest India is putting together a landing platform. Just like we have Startup India, where we have 100,000 registered startup, this landing platform will enable people like Mark to look at, if he's investing in Karnataka, he will be able to see all of the supplier base that is present in Karnataka, which has anything to do with what he does. Similarly, we are also looking at policy comparisons by state. And we are comparing the policy of the state to the best of the nations. Why should any laptop manufacturer send its supply base from one country that I don't want to name names, but to another country? Why is India not the most favorable nation for the supply chain movement? So for that, what we are doing is we are comparing country by country. State, we know, based on the supplier marketplace that we are building through this landing platform, I know Karnataka stands for semiconductor design. Karnataka stands for pharma. So we are looking at who are the countries which semiconductor is being attracted to, what are their policies, what are their regulations, what are their incentives, and we are building this report to showcase to the customer. Invest India is funded by states as well, so my heart is as invested in Karnataka as it cares about India. The last thing I want to say is, I'm very honored that a lot of people are here, many dignitaries from abroad, my friends from Netherlands. I really want to say to you, the government in India is listening. If you have challenge, and I'm not saying we have no challenge. If I had no challenge as a nation or as a state, I wouldn't have to be calling you. We are here to listen to you. We are here to solve your problems. And this much I can commit. Having heard the ministers, having heard the industry consortiums, we are here to solve your problem because I know India is going to grow 3x by 2030, 10x by 2047. And if you are an investor, you care about the return, and we'll care about making sure that you get the return. Thank you very much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, India in general, but Karnataka in particular, is the right place for innovation and investment. Thank you, ma'am, for your address. We also have Mr. Mark Papermaster, EVP and CTO of AMD, for his address. Well, ladies and gentlemen, all of you kindly stay back because there are two important releases which is going to happen in a short while from you. So please be in your seats.
Thank you, and good morning. Honorable Chief Minister Siddha Ramaya, Honorable Deputy Minister, Mr. D.K. Shivakumar, Mr. Priyank Kharge, the Honorable Minister of the Karnataka State for IT, and esteemed dignitaries on the dais, thank you for allowing me the honor of representing AMD at this visionary platform at the Bengaluru Tech Summit. India's famous research and scientific institutes here produce some of the finest talent. And it's been amazing when you look back at history. You know, the multinational corporation TI opened here in Bengaluru in 1985, and now there's over 1,400 technology and IT firms here. When you look at what is going on, there's a reason for that. There is now streamlined government processes here that have catalyzed the growth for business, simplified bureaucratic hurdles, and paved the way for seamless operations. And it's this agility and receptiveness to industry that has set Bengaluru apart. It's truly becoming the Silicon Valley of the East, an incubator for startups and established corporations alike. It's allowed the confluence of collaboration, of forward thinking. It's a supportive environment that nurtures innovative thinking. It's these factors that led AMD to decide almost 2 decades ago to open our first R&D facility here in Bengaluru. It was our main entry point into the India market because of the growing reputation it established at the time as a hub of IT services. And across India now, we have 10 sites, 3 of them right here in Bengaluru. We have 7,000 full-time employees, an additional 3,000 service providers, and we're growing another 3,000 by the end of 2028. So you can see our commitment here in Bengaluru and in India. Our teams here contribute across our entire portfolio. When you look at where our focus is at AMD, it's from the most powerful computers down to the most mobile and energy efficient computers. So you think about supercomputers, the data center, embedded devices, PCs, and graphics and gaming. But we're at an amazing time right now because you look at what we've been doing from a product portfolio, it's been to drive high performance and energy efficiency across that portfolio. And right now, what you see is an incredible change. The change is driven by AI. And with generative AI, you'll see one thing that's gating its advancement. Generative AI will affect everything that we do across our personal lives, across our business. It can drive productivity. It can drive more efficiency in operations. But generative AI depends on more computing capability, efficient computing capability. And that's why I'm so pleased at AMD that we're driving generative AI capabilities across our entire portfolio. And just next week, we announced that we are in production of our next generation AMD Instinct GPU for AI compute in the data center. This will be bringing well-needed competition to this highest performance of AI computation and enablement. But let's come back here to Bengaluru and Karnataka. I want to highlight that as a fabless company, we're dependent on a constant infusion of new skills. Expanding our footprint here in Bengaluru with the massive pool of talent here was very natural for us. And we're extremely proud yesterday to have opened our 3rd campus here, the TechnoStar campus. This campus is AMD's largest R&D site in the world. We inaugurated it yesterday. It's located in Whitefield, and it will have the capacity, upon completion of our phased development, for an additional 3,000 engineers. I was pleased to participate at SemiCon India 2023, where I announced an investment of AMD of a plan of $400 million between now and the end of 2028. And this Techno Center is the first tranche of that investment. So we are thrilled to have Bengaluru at the heart of our expansion of computing and AI capabilities across our portfolio. And we remain committed to futuring the spirit of technological advancement and being a strong partner in India's semiconductor growth story. So how is it that we're able to grow at such a rate here in India and touch every product that we do? It's about two things. One, it's about the energy, the josh that we have here in India that we leverage, that we have in our employee force, and that we leverage as part of our excitement of bringing new products out. And second, it's about leadership. And we're very pleased to have our teams across India under the leadership of Senior VP and India Country Head, Jaya Jagadish. Jaya is a formidable leader in the field of semiconductor and is recognized here in India and across our industry, as evidenced by her Global Semiconductor Association recognition. I've personally been very proud to have been the executive sponsor of AMD in India over the past more than a decade, and I have the opportunity to travel here regularly. So it's really been an honor to join with you here today, and I look forward to partnering with you and embracing this new era of AI-fueled innovation. Thank you very much.
Well, Mr. Pak, Papermaster there, expressing the sentiments of all the esteemed delegates there and expressing his happiness. Thank you, sir, for your address. We have with us the Executive Chairman of Wipro, Mr. Rishad Premji. I would request Premji to kindly address all of us. Bandhugale, please welcome Mr. Rishad Premji.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister Shri D. Keshav Kumar, Minister Mr. Patil, Minister Mr. Kharge, colleagues from the industry, other dignitaries, and delegates present today, good morning. You know, I joined Wipro in 2007, which was the same year that I moved to Bengaluru. At that time, the IT industry was valued at almost $50 billion, about $47 billion. And last year, it reached almost $250 billion, which is about 245 to be precise. This means that the industry has grown almost 5 times in the last 16 years. I don't know too many industries that have done that in the same short span of time. Technology has a multiplier effect, as is evident by the position that the IT industry occupies in our country today and in the state. The industry contributes nearly 8% of the GDP compared to 1% of the GDP 30 years ago. It employs more than 5 million people, and this number has doubled in the last 10 years, and I am quite confident that it will double again in the next 10. With more than 40% of of the Indian software talent in India, in Karnataka, the state has had a significant impact on this journey. Karnataka has the 3rd largest among all Indian states. Despite comprising only 5% of the nation's population, Karnataka generates 11% of India's new formal jobs, thus outperforming its population share. The IT industry is also on the brink of disruptive change and a huge opportunity. We have the youngest and the largest workforce in the world. We have a proven business model and a global reputation. And we are at an upturn of a long-term technology investment cycle driven by the advancements in new technologies like artificial intelligence and particularly Gen AI, 5G, industry cloud platforms, and sustainable technology. And I believe, like as in the past cycles with these disruptive technologies, they can transform industries, they can boost economic growth, improve quality of life, and safeguard the environment, but only if we create, extend, and apply them in a responsible manner. A key factor driving our industry's success and the future growth, I believe, is a robust collaboration with government. The government has been a reliable ally for the industry over the years. whether it was through the creation of STPI or special economic zones in the early stages, the surge in telecommunications, or by designating the sector as essential services, which allowed us to provide services seamlessly during the pandemic. Karnataka has also always been a vital location for Wipro and will continue to be so. In our IT business, we have 6 major campuses in Bengaluru and 1 in Mysuru, where we employ more than 30,000 people across the state. Bengaluru also serves as the headquarters for our sister business, which is Wipro Enterprises Limited, in the consumer care space, in the infrastructure engineering space, and in the healthcare space. We've invested more than 2,000 crores in the state and have 10 manufacturing facilities employing over 2,500 people, and have most recently set up a plant at the KIDB Aerospace SEZ in the last year. Human capital, I believe, is the most important driver of social economic development. It is estimated that nearly 4 lakh people, 400,000 people will join the workforce in Karnataka each year. While this is a great testament to the strength and robustness of our economy, it also means that there will be a tremendous pressure on our state's resources. Nowhere is this more evident than in the city of Bengaluru. Bengaluru is more than just the IT capital of India. It is the epicenter of science, of biotechnology, of pharma, of semiconductor design, as well as the startup capital of India. It has the most unicorns and also the most number of rising philanthropists in the country today. If we have to maintain this technological leadership and sustain this growth, we need to continue to invest in world-class infrastructure. We need to have the ability to skill and upskill our workers continuously. And we need to invest in education and healthcare, especially for the most vulnerable sections of our society. And we need to do this in a very short span of time. It's uplifting to see Karnataka's investments in establishing top-notch educational institutions, hospitals, and a robust digital network, all of which I believe have fueled a swift increase in the state's GDP. It is also inspiring to see the government's rapidly increasing and substantial expenditure on social services, which will enhance the lives of millions of citizens. At Wipro, our conviction has always been that our responsibilities extend beyond profit making, to actively participate in and in contributing to society. And although our efforts will certainly not match those of the government, we try in our own modest ways to try and have impactful and earnest contributions to address the challenges of our society and in the state in particular. You may know that the Azim Premji Foundation, a not-for-profit organization, owns 66% of the economic interest of Wipro Limited. The foundation's work in Karnataka is extensive and direct, with a very strong collaboration with the state's education department that goes back many, many, many years. Our educational initiatives span over 12 districts in the state. We've recently expanded our efforts to the healthcare sector in Bengaluru, focusing on enhancing health systems and establishing clinics that serve 250 informal communities in the city. It is also one of our largest grant-making states, where we support more than 121 organizations with a total commitment of 325 crores. I want to conclude by reaffirming the magic and the positivity and the support of the government of Karnataka, and it remains a strategic and a long-term investment destination for us. I thank the government for supporting Wipro and the IT industry over these many years. Thank you again for having me.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was indeed a comprehensive overview of why Karnataka, Bengaluru, is the pioneer in technology. Let's all once again thank Mr. Rishad Premji for his address. Dhanyavadagalu. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a video message from Ms. Sari Voltala, the Honorable Minister of Science and Culture of Finland. But prior to that, we also have the Ambassador of Finland to India, His Excellency Mr. Kimmo Ladivrita. I would request Mr. Kimmo to kindly come over and give us an introduction about the Finland prospects.
Honorable ministers, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, namaste. Really an honor to be here, and as a technology hub itself, Finland has recognized the significance of Bengaluru Tech Summit since long and participated in it for long already. And already since 2017, we have also had a ministerial presence here as well, one way or another. Therefore, I'm very pleased to bring you the video greeting of Ms. Sari Multala, our Minister of Science and Culture.
It is my great pleasure and honor to convey a greeting from Finland to the Bengaluru Tech Summit. I hope to be able to visit Bengaluru, one of the capitals of global technology industry, in the near future. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure and honor to convey a greeting from Finland to the Bengaluru Tech Summit. I hope to be able to visit Bengaluru, one of the capitals of global technology industry, in the near future. Likewise, you all are very welcome to come and see the vibrant Finnish innovation and startup scene highlighted by the annual Slush event every November. This year's Slush collects thousands of entrepreneurs, experts, and the world's largest gathering of venture capital all under one roof. Finland and India have been working together for many decades now and continue to invest in joint development as we look for solutions to global challenges on a big scale. Cooperations between our researchers, universities and companies in areas such as mobile technologies, energy transition, quantum technology and air quality is flourishing and creates plenty of new career opportunities for talent, both in Finland and in India. In 2021, Finnish and Indian Prime Ministers further solidified our ties with a joint declaration on sustainability partnership and on digitalization partnership, highlighted the role of education as a foundation of our relationship. These partnerships could not be more topical. Digitalization is rapidly changing our societies, the way we think and how we do business. Constant technological advances in fields like AI and quantum technology are challenging all of us in completely new ways. However, they also provide us with tools that can help us tackle our common challenges, like global warming and climate change. Across the world, there is an increasing market potential for sustainable, climate-friendly solutions based on digital technologies and better utilization of data. Investors are eager to invest in renewable energy and in green transition if they see that the climate policies are ambitious, predictable and consistent. This is where we politicians need to use our power and where we need to collaborate. We need international cooperation and commitment. Dear audience, let me emphasize, Finland is an eminently attractive place to do business. Actually, it is the leading digital economy in Europe, ranked as #1 country in digital performance and competitiveness by the DESI index. Moreover, Global Innovation Index 2022 ranked Finland as the #1 in finance for startups and scale-ups. Finland is not only a place to visit and to do business, it is also an attractive country to live. Currently, India is the #1 country in specialists' work permits and visas to Finland. Indian professionals are highly valued in the Finnish innovation ecosystem, and they also earn above average salaries. Many new startup companies in Finland are entirely or partly founded by international entrepreneurs, many of them Indian. Indian ICT companies are also growing their presence in Finland. Finnish business environment is stable and predictable. The corporate tax rate is low, credit ratings are strong, and the booming startup ecosystem has access to plentiful funding and services. Trade is easy, with Finland using euro as its currency and the entire EU as in its home market. Esteemed friends, India is among the fastest digitalization countries in the world and has made tremendous progress in recent years, with Karnataka as the Silicon Valley of India. As a small and agile, knowledge-intensive country, Finland is eager to work together with India in finding solutions to global challenges. There is huge potential for mutually beneficial cooperation across the spectrum. For Indian top professionals, Finnish companies offer tempting career opportunities for gaining international experience and success, both in Finland and in India. I invite you all to innovate with Finland. Thank you.
Very much. We also have a video message of Dr. Volker Wissing, the Honorable Minister of Digital Affairs and Transport of Germany. But prior to that, I would call upon His Excellency Dr. Philipp Ackermann, the Ambassador of Germany to India, for a quick introduction.
Honorable Deputy Chief Minister, Minister Patil, Mr. Karge, dignitaries on the dais, it's an enormous honor to be here in Bengaluru at the 26th delivery of the BTS, an event, a signature event that, like no other maybe, represents the role that Bengaluru and Karnataka play in the international tech and IT context. I think there is no doubt that Bengaluru and Karnataka are one of the most important, or amongst the most important hubs for IT and tech, and I'm immensely proud that German business is very present in this context and contributing to it. And I mention the names of Bosch, SAP, Siemens, Festo, Mercedes, amongst many, many others. Now, when foreigners come to Bengaluru, they immediately grasp this spirit of creativity, this great vibrancy, the dynamics of the place. And one of these visitors was last August the German Minister of Transport and Digital. He came here for the first time. He was very impressed with the environment in which he moved, and maybe some of you remember that one of the little details he experienced was that he bought a kg of chili in a vegetable market and paid with the phone, through UPI. That, for German standards, is quite revolutionary. And this little aspect of his visit went viral on social media because he showed his amazement by this. Now, he would have loved to be here today. He unfortunately couldn't make it. But he sent a message, and let's listen to what he has to say.
Sir, I think there's a technical this one. We'll have the video later. Kindly take your seat, sir. Yeah. Thank you very much. At this juncture, I would request the Honorable Minister for Large and Medium Industries, Government of Karnataka, Shri M.B. Patil, for his address. Bandhugale, please put your hands together and let's welcome Shri M.B. Patil.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed guests and distinguished participants, it's indeed an honor and a privilege to stand before you today at the Bengaluru Tech Summit 2023. As the Minister of Large and Medium Industries in the Government of Karnataka, I am both humbled and excited to be part of this prestigious gathering, a testament to the spirit of innovation that defines our state. A warm greetings to our esteemed dignitaries, Sri Siddaramaiah, Honorable Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri D.K. Shivakumar, Honorable Deputy Chief Minister of Karnataka, Sri Priyank Kharge, Honorable Minister for IT, BT, Rural Development and Panchayat Raj Government of Karnataka, and the person behind this great event. I congratulate Priyank Kharge. Vandita Sharmaji, the Chief Secretary of Government of Karnataka, Krish Gopal Krishnaji, Chairman, Vision Group of IT, Dr. Kiran Bujumdas Shah Madam, Chairperson of Vision Group of Biotechnology, Sri Prashant Prakashji, Chairman of Vision Group of Startups, Sri Rishad Premji, Executive Chairman Wipro, Sri Arvind Kumar, Director General Software Technology Parks of India, Ms. Ekrup Kaur, Secretary to Government, Department of Electronics, ITBT, Government of Karnataka. As you all know, our state Karnataka has long been synonymous with innovation and economic growth. Today, as we navigate the complex landscape of the tech industry, we stand on the precipice of unprecedented possibilities. The dynamism and resilience of our ecosystem have propelled Karnataka to remarkable heights, and I am confident that we are poised for even greater achievements. In the realm of large and medium industries, our focus remains on creating an environment that is conducive growth, fostering entrepreneurship, and attracting investments. The policies we enact are not just about business, they are about creating a legacy of progress, inclusivity, and sustainability. Karnataka has been ranked top achiever in the ease of doing business by Department of Promotion of Industry and Internal Trade, DPIIT, announced in 2022. Our state rose to this rank based on implementation of varied reforms across areas ranging from ease of doing business, affidavit-based clearance, land reforms, central inspection system, single window clearances to sectoral policies. We often talk about the strength of Karnataka's innovation and technology ecosystem. The companies present here today are key drivers of this ecosystem. Karnataka accounts for 40% of India's IT exports, 64% of ESDM exports, 30% of biotech exports. An interesting fact to note that in the year 2000, there were less than 22 GCCs in Karnataka. Currently, Karnataka is home for 440 plus GCCs. This means that the state has added approximately around 20 new GCCs every year from 2000 to 2022. In Bengaluru, the heart of Karnataka's innovation landscape, a vast reservoir of AI ML professionals thrives. The state hosts 52 universities, 234 engineering colleges, and 1,777 informational technology companies, that ITIs, providing a rich pool of talent for GCCs to tap into. To ensure that we continue to maintain our leadership position and sustain growth, the Government of Karnataka has taken several measures to enhance investor friendliness in the state. Industries Facilitation Act was amended, and affidavit-based clearance system has been introduced. The amended act enables industries to start operations without obtaining approvals from different departments like trade licenses, building plan approvals, etc. Karnataka has 10 clusters established under Micro Small Enterprise Cluster Development Program. There is an addition to other product-specific clusters available to large set of investors. Example, Aerospace and Defense Park, EV Park, Consumer Durable Goods Park, Bulk Drug Park, etc. Professional concentrated bars, developers such as L&T, Acres have been entrusted with parts of cluster development efforts. The Government of Karnataka has allocated dedicated industrial parks and now knowledge parks, not just in Bengaluru, but beyond Bengaluru also, in cities such as Mysuru, Belgavi, Mangalore, and Hubli. As you can see, Karnataka's policies and procedures are designed keeping our stakeholders, partners, and investors in mind. The state provides the right set of policies and robust infrastructure across industries and sectors. We continuously work with industry stalwarts, academia, and different Government of Karnataka stakeholders to ideate and discuss new initiatives and focus areas that can be considered by our state government. The theme of this conference, Breaking Boundaries, captures the spirit of our times in a world where challenges are always changing and solutions need creativity. Breaking boundaries isn't just needed but a strong call for change. Our government and this department understands the need to go beyond old limits and make waves in technology. As we move through the complicated world of IT, deep tech and biotech, let's explore newer areas together, work together across different fields, and bring in a time where breaking boundaries means opening up new and amazing possibilities. I once again congratulate my colleague and dear friend, the IT Minister Priyank Kharge, in organizing this great event here in Bengaluru. Together, let us embark on a journey that reshapes the future, propels our nation to new heights, and cements Bangalore's reputation as a global hub for innovation. Thank you one and all.
Thank you, sir, for your address. At this juncture, I would request Shri Priyank Kharge, the Honorable Minister for Information Technology and Biotechnology and Rural Development and Panchayat Raj, Government of Karnataka. Well, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for Shri Priyank Kharge.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. I extend my warm greetings to Honorable Chief Minister Shri Siddaramaiah Sahab, who just inaugurated the Bangalore Tech Summit. We have with us Deputy Chief Minister Shri D.K. Shivakumar Sahab. A warm welcome to him as well. Shri M.B. Patil Sahab, Mr. Mark Papermaster, Mr. Premji, Ms. Sharma, Ms. Rai, Ms. Kumar, Dr. Shah, Mr. Gopal Krishnan, Shri Prashant Prakash, Dr. Kaur, Mr. Darshan and Tyagi, and ladies and gentlemen, distinguished dignitaries present here, esteemed guests. It's an honor to welcome you all to the 26th edition of the Bangalore Tech Summit 2023. And my apologies to His Excellency German Ambassador. Looks like the Murphy's Laws is at play at the Bangalore Tech Summit over here, but we'll have that video as soon as we can. Friends, it's indeed a landmark achievement in the technological landscape today as we proudly celebrate the 26th edition of the Bengaluru Tech Summit, which stands tall among the world's most prominent and influential technology summits. The summit has served as a consistent source of pioneering ideas and visionary thinking to shape Karnataka as the world's fourth largest technology cluster. This time in Bengaluru Tech Summit, we are embracing the theme, breaking boundaries for the conclave. The message to the world is loud and clear that we are innovating from India, impacting for the world. Karnataka has been the pioneer of technologies in India, and we intend to maintain the leadership position by shifting gears to lead the world by breaking boundaries in skilling, research, innovations, and inventions. For Government of Karnataka, breaking boundaries is not just a catchphrase. It is the mantra that motivates us to push ourselves to do more for the state and the nation. We have come a long way from being the call center of the world to a cutting-edge technology capital. We are number one in foreign direct investment inflows with 38%. With 40% share, we are number one in electronics design in India. In machine tools manufacturing, we have a whopping 52% share. In aerospace and defense manufacturing, we have a 65% share. Karnataka is currently exporting close to around $4.52 billion worth of electronics. STPI data states that Karnataka's contribution to ITS exports in the financial year 2022 and 23 was 3.29 lakh crores, which is a 27% growth from the previous year. Karnataka's share of IT exports is a staggering 42%. In research, we have 400 of the top Fortune 500 companies in Bengaluru, and Karnataka has 1/3 of all the tech talent in the country.
The human resource of the state is the best in the world. Right from being back office operations for global capability centers to innovating for the world, our people are the cog in the wheel without which things will not work. Be it the architecture of a chip or a code of any software, nothing goes to the global market without an engineer from Bengaluru writing a line of code for it. As per the Artificial Intelligence Report 2023 by Stanford, India has the highest AI skill penetration, followed by United States and Germany. And the most interesting part here is that we have achieved this only by getting $3.24 billion in funding in AI in 2022, while America got $47.36 billion. We are a resilient lot who are willing to unlearn and learn to build a better future. As per the HBR Tide ranking, which evaluates the top 50 AI cities, Bengaluru is ranked right at the top at 5. The combined worth of unicorns in the startup arena, like how Rishad Premji was mentioning, in the startup arena, we rank number 8 as per the Startup Blink record. And our intention is in the next couple of years, we want to break into the top 5 in the world, top 5 ecosystems in the world. The combined worth of unicorns in India is $347 billion, out of which $180 billion is contributed by the unicorns in Karnataka. That is a staggering 52% of all the unicorns that are coming here. And a recent study by Hurun Research Institute suggests that over 53 more startups are going to be unicorns. So while we have more than 47 unicorns in Karnataka, we have 53 soonicorns, soon to be unicorns, here in Bengaluru as well. And as per the Manufacturing Innovation Index report by the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India, and United Nations Industrial Development Organization, Karnataka is ranked number 1 in the India Innovation Manufacturing Index. 25% of the firms in the state reported product innovations, and Karnataka has the highest share of firms, that is 36%, employing experts in advanced digital tools in-house. In the area of biotech, our production and exports is a solid 60% share. Karnataka's bioeconomy recorded a 15% year-over-year growth and is valued at close to around $20 billion. I'm sure it is very heartening, and Dr. Kiran Mazumdar Shah will be the happiest to know that Bengaluru saw 155 new biotech startups last year alone, which is a jump of 58%. We have also, post our Deputy Chief Minister's speech, we will also releasing a breakthrough draft biotech policy today, which will further accelerate skills, nurture leadership, and foster innovation in the sector. By unveiling the new AVGC policy, Karnataka also intends to make big strides in the animation and gaming sectors. The India gaming market size is expected to grow from $3 billion in 2023 to $6.26 billion by 2028, and Bengaluru and Karnataka are bracing well in terms of skills and incubations for this industry. I have actually barely scratched the surface on how Karnataka is breaking boundaries. And all of you look mightily tired. I think it's already been a couple of hours that we have started this function. So I will not go too much into details, but to cut a long story short, we here in Karnataka are striving to make India a skill nation, a research destination, an innovation capital, a startup hub, a manufacturing destination, a biotech hub that will transform lives, and we are innovating from India to impact the world. We are the only city and state that has the hunger, the appetite to design and deliver innovations from agriculture to deep space, and we are the ones with potential and the resources to break the boundaries for a better future. I shall end by a quote by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. On July 17th, 1962, at the Vidhan Soudha, the then Prime Minister Shri Jawaharlal Nehru said, now Bangalore, then Bangalore, now Bengaluru. Now Bangalore in many ways is unlike other great cities of India. Most of the other cities of India remind one certainly of the present, certainly of the future, but essentially of the past. But